being hurt is one of the worst things to be. In the locker room, in a meeting room, on a practice field, whatever. They say you can't make the club in the tub. Dependability is availability. There's all these phrases and taglines, and they're written all around the building. Being an undrafted free agent and immediately coming into training camp, starting off in the tub. Didn't even touch the field, didn't even put on pads before I'm hurt. It's a bad feeling, bad luck. And I'm going through, I'm doing my treatment, and I'm out at practice, just on the sideline. Maybe I'm doing a little bit of running or strength stuff, but I'm mostly just watching, no pads on. And Houston in July, August, crazy hot. You got pads on. It's a grind. It's an absolute grind. And we practice outside most of the time. And so I'm on the sideline. I'm a rookie. Have no pelts on the wall. I've done no work. And I'm watching veterans put in some hard work. And I'm starting to I felt like I was being perceived as being soft. And a couple dudes were like, yo, bro, get back. You know what I mean? They were like, I could tell like guys sick of me watching. They didn't know what I could do. They had no respect for, who I was, what I did. I wasn't proving anything. And then also the coaches too. It's like, they walking through the training room and they seeing me laid up. It just looked like a kid that's taking advantage of the moment and just being there. And these are also just like things in my mind, these stressors. And I'm thinking like, I don't like how people are perceiving me, or I'm thinking that they're perceiving me a certain way, which some of that was probably true. But also some of that is like, being hurt is part of the game, and these coaches have seen many players hurt, these players have seen many teammates hurt, etc. And it's just a part of it. But as a young guy who's just coming in and feeling like I got something to prove and just being unable to prove it, it was wearing on me, man. And it was a really stressful time. It was really hard for me. I remember one ride in the elevator at the team hotel asked me like, hey, how's your hamstring feeling, man? How are you feeling? Like, you think you're gonna be able to get back soon? I'm like, yeah, there's a few people on there. I'm like, yeah, man, I hope so. Like, it's feeling good. Like, I think I'm gonna be able to get back soon. And like, it's like, man, this shit sucks. Like, I hate it. And I kind of just expressed like stress I was feeling. And there was a cat on that elevator with me. I'll never forget it. His name was Lonnie Balentine. He's my guy, Lonnie. He's a good dude. We got to know each other after a couple of years. This is the first time I really spoken to him. And he had dealt with some injuries himself through his career. He looked at me and he was like, hey, man, he's like, do what's best for you. He said, fuck all this shit these coaches talking about. Fuck what these other guys talking about. Do what's best for you, because this is a business and you got to be able to perform. If you're hurt, you can't perform. So get right. Man, I remember it put me at ease. It gave me this insight, because what his point is that if I would have come back and I re-injured my hamstring, done. Right there on the spot. Probably would have settled, give him an injury settlement 3 weeks, and I'm done. If I would have come back and performed half-assed, not been my full self, cut, done. Career probably not over, but my time in Houston, over. All that matters is when you come back and touch the field. If you ball, then people forget about this time. The next conversation that I had as I was getting closer, just to add a little bit of stress on top of it, I was going into the team meeting room and we're getting ready for a squad meeting. Before every squad meeting, Coach O'Brien, head coach, you'd be sitting next to the front door to the entrance to the meeting room. He'd be leaning up on the garbage can. Coach OB is an intimidating guy, especially as a rookie. After a bad game, you don't want to see his eyes when you're walking in that team meeting room. So for me, a guy that's been hurt, ain't shown nothing, walking in, I'm trying to put the hood on, not make eye contact. But he catches me one day and he calls me over. He's like, hey, Scarlett, come here. So I walk over to him. How you feeling? You coming along? When do you think you're gonna be back? Coach, I'm feeling good. I think I'll be able to come back soon. He said, well, good. The only reason that you're here, kind of showed us something in OTAs, in minicamp. You showed us something. We gotta see it. I'm standing there shook. Yes, coach, I'll be back soon. Head coach now is, it's a discussion. Like I gotta get back out there. And I'm doing all I can, right? But again, I'm waiting. I want to make sure my shit's good. So what happens is first preseason game comes and goes. I'm not able to participate in that. Wasn't quite ready. Going into the second week of the preseason games, I get out to practice. We got the Saints. They come to town, practice against the Saints, have some good practices. I'm getting my feet up underneath me, minimal mental mistakes. Really no like crazy lapses. Get into the game against the Saints. Have a decent game. It's okay. Probably play a quarter or two. Don't play a ton, but I get some snaps. Preseason game number 3 rolls around. We got the Cardinals coming to town. And at that time, I was starting to get my legs up underneath me. My timing was right. I had gotten through that week with the Saints and I felt it out. And then Cardinal week, every practice a little better. Now I'm making very minimal mistakes out there. I'm physical. I got a little bit of fresh legs because I missed the first 3 weeks. So a little bit of fresh legs are a little bit fresher than other guys. Get out into that preseason game against the Arizona Cardinals and absolutely ball the fuck out. Go stupid, play out of my mind, sack fumbles, got multiple sacks, special teams tackles, setting edges, TFLs. Arguably the best game I played in my career. I solidified my spot on the team.